as a leader? How can I like make sure that the other guys are just like where they're supposed to be? I'm like the only one who's making tackles.
Like you're getting a picture like this. Everyone
Yeah.
is really crunched up in the middle,
Hmm.
and you must be on the edge, seeing all of them get crunched up. That ball gets swung wide, and then end up going around you to score.
Yeah.
First thing is defense works like an accordion. Number one is we don't want to get beat up the middle. So if we in this line are spread out to the sideline, then where is the space?
It's in between us.
Exactly. So step one in defense is we don't want to get beat up the middle. That's why we condense in the middle. Once we're condensed and we take contact, say they hit that pod, they take contact and we're folding around the corner. This is where communication is extremely important because now we're reorganizing. What it sounds like to me is that guys are getting too tight around the breakdown and they're not pushing people on their outside shoulder down the line. So it's good to be tight in the middle of the field so that no one has a break up the middle.
Yeah.
But when there's space, when there's a huge overlap, when there's like a lot of numbers on this edge and you see that, then number one, what I would recommend you do is you can like say fold left, pull left, whatever comms you guys use, bring people over. But then what happens if they don't come over? Like then you're stuck, right?
Hmm.
First thing we can do is be more effective in our communication. So instead of saying fold left, fold left, fold left, get specific with names. Like James, come left. Rick, come left. I don't know names, but just be specific with your teammates about boys that are way too tight and getting specific with names so that they know you're telling them to like they need to be the one to move. That's the first thing I would start with is get specific with names and give them exact directions. Your second option is say they still have the overlap and the ball is coming. You're one of these last two defenders. You have two options. You can either blitz up and try to shut the play down, or you can jockey or ice defense. For your blitz defense or fire or kill, that's a aggressive defense. And our goal is to shut the play down and not let it get outside of us. So you and your last defender both need to come up together to shut that play down before the ball gets out wide. Otherwise, if the ball does get out, option two is we jockey defense or ice defense or soft defense. So instead of coming up, we actually give up space. We're actually going to go backwards. And what that does is it buys us time for the inside defenders to scrape across the field. So that instead of defending a 2v1, you give up ground, you let this guy connect with you, and you turn that 2v1 into a 2v2. So you lose the battle to win the war. Give up ground, but you still make the tackle in the end. So those are really your two options, is either choose to come up extremely aggressively and shut the play down, high risk, high reward, or we can play it soft. While playing it soft, we need direct, specific communication saying inside defense, like connect with me, come left, whatever comms you want to use, get them to connect with you, let them know that like say the ball gets to this guy and this is your line would really be coming up here in this kind of banana shape, a savior shape. And he needs to know you need to be talking to him that's his guy. Because what happens if you crack down on him?
Yeah, that if I missed it, he's gone.
Yeah. And he's got a 2v1. So
Yeah.
ultimately he pins you, gives the ball to the wing, and he goes and scores.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to know that this is your guy. He has to know that this is his guy. So that way you're taking that 2v1, well, so 1, 2, 2
Yeah.
versus you as 1, 2v1 into a 2v2 because he knows who his guy is, you know who your guy is. And we give up ground and we're anticipating to make the tackle up here. Does that make sense?
It does.
Awesome. Any questions on any of that?
Nope. I think I'm all good.
Awesome, man.